Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. Last time, we chopped down a bunch of trees because I wanted to make sure I had enough wood for upgrading the coop. We also failed in our second attempt to get a new animal from Marnie, so yeah. Alright, so weather report today is rain all the time tomorrow, alright. Stardew Valley, very... Good God! Okay, fine. Apparently I'm not going back into the mines. I wanted to, but it ain't happening with that. Alright, so let's make sure... And I have no idea... Sorry. I guess a really loud car drove by. Hopefully that didn't make its way into the audio. I'll try to cut out the best I can. Anyway, I think we got enough wood and stone to start our coop. And... let's see. I also want to get my animal. I also want to get something good for George. So, yeah, I'm going to... Hey, pick my corn. I'm going to do my ablutions as usual. And I will see you guys when all that's taken care of. And we make our way probably over to George's to give him his very well-deserved birthday gift. And Operation New Animal is finally a go. Yes. Operation... I forget what sound goats make. Crap. Anyway, Operation Goat. Also, we've got an iridium bar that I can get. Choose a barn for your new goat. This one. Alright, so... I might have to inquire for goat names, but I think for now, I'm going to name this thing Billy Goat. Of course, Billy Goat's probably going to be a female. Great, I'll send little Billy to her... Yep. New home right away. Yeah! Let's see, so chicken... Okay, so... Yeah, we got to get a big coop to get ducks. Let's see, that's a pig. That's sheep. I forget what that is. Anyway, yeah. So, yay! We were successful in that, at least. Alright, so now it's time for Operation Turn George into a Blueberry. Hello, George. I heard you had a birthday. Yada yada, starter. For my birthday? Thanks. No, taciturn as always, but... Oh, that didn't help him too much. Okay, so he's up to 2 hearts now. That must have been the first thing I'd given him. Huh. Okay. His love list is... Well, the best thing I could have gotten him for his love list was elite. Hi, Evelyn! And I didn't have that. So I could have gotten him a daffodil, but giving him a good vegetable is probably the best way to go about it. Alright, so next up on the list is Operation Coopy. Okay, actually, I thought of a better name. Operation Super Coop. Alright, barn, blah, 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 blah. Stable, slime hutch, big coop. There we go. 10,000, 400 wood, 150 stone. Unlocks ducks. Quack, quack, baby. Now, this obviously will take a couple of days, but once it's done, you betcha. So while I'm at it, okay, so I can't really look at anything else. I actually think I want to go ahead and buy a calendar because it'll make it a lot easier to check dates and that sort of thing. Also, we can get a furniture catalog. Holy crap. Wow, I didn't realize you had all this stuff. Oh boy, man, once I get a more secure supply of money, yeah, we're going to go all in on those recipes. But yeah, I want a calendar because, well, it'll make it easier to check birthdays and events coming up, and I don't have to go to town for it. Alright, so now that we've gotten all that done, well, what am I going to do? I mean, I've completed all my operations, and it's not even noon yet. I guess, let's see. Well, let's see. What do I want to work on? What do I want to work on getting in the next little bit as far as stuff is concerned? Okay. So, alright, 40 wood, 8 coal, 1 iron, 1 maple. Ooh, the maple syrup's going to be the hard part for the million bee houses I want to build. I need to build oil maker too, but we don't have access to pigs yet. Let's see. The loom, I also need to build the loom, but we don't have access to sheep either, so... Well, that's not what I meant. Okay, so let's see. I don't think I really need preserves jars right now. I think... Let's see. What do I want to concentrate on making, I suppose? I never really use any of the fishing stuff, so shame on me, I guess. Oh, the iridium band, I forgot to mention. 5 iridium bars, 50 gold, or 50 solar essences, 50 void essences, glows, attracts item, and increases attack damage by 10%. That's a pretty darn good item if you're going into any of the mines. And I may very well shoot for that too. I obviously don't have enough iridium for it, but that might be a good goal. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into, probably back into the iron mines, and we'll see if we can find lots of dust sprites, because they have coal, they have lots of coal, and if we're going to build lots of bee houses, we need lots of coal. So I will see you guys at the mines. Alright, so here we are again, and I wanted to mention something interesting that happened to me while I was running around doing my usual stuff. I decided I was going to go ahead and donate the apple for one of the bundles, which doesn't completely finish it, but I wanted to go ahead and donate it anyway. So I go to the community center to donate it, and it was really weird what happened, because I donated it, and then the game froze. And I thought for a minute that I was going to have to cut off the recording and redo this day, because it just wasn't, because nothing was happening. Nothing was going on. But after probably about a minute or so, it stopped stopping, I guess, and everything was good again. And it was just really weird. I was sitting there watching it going, oh god, this could be terrible, because if it turned out that it had in fact stopped, then, well, I mean, obviously it wouldn't have ruined all my recording. It would have forced me, obviously, to have to redo this day. But it still would have been just really weird overall, because that's the first time that the game, that I remember anyway, that the game has just flat out stopped on me for a short moment in time. I guess it just kind of just decided it didn't want to go there for a minute, and like, what do you think you're gonna do, fool? Also, frozen geode, nice. Oh, there we go. So that was really weird. I don't understand why that happened, but I'm glad it didn't pick up my gameplay. Okay, let me think. I'm trying to think of other stuff that I want to talk about today. I've already sort of spilled my beans on my online dating experience, or at least my good online dating experience. I mean, I haven't really had too many bad ones exactly, I guess. I do know that the service I'm on, and I'm not going to say which service I'm on just because I want to keep it private, because, I mean, the fact that I'm mentioning about online dating is probably open enough, but I want to keep where I am private. But I guess, I haven't had a whole lot of really bad experiences, I guess. Probably the worst thing that's happened is I've gotten ghosted a lot. Because for whatever reason, and I'm going to see if there's anything else on this floor before I go on, now that I've got an exit. For whatever reason, I tended to get, maybe get a little bit of attention from girls, and then they would just stop talking to me. That's probably the worst thing, and it seems to happen a lot. One thing, though, that I do take a bit of a perverse pride in is exposing frauds. Because, I mean, obviously on an online dating service, you're, of course, trying to attract someone, and people are very much not above catfishing to try to get, I guess, I don't know, to get people in. Oh, interesting, we got a ruby here. So, I've found a few that I've reported. I've looked them up, and if I see something that I think is a catfish, I will just go ahead and Google their pictures. Because if they've only got, I mean, kind of a dead giveaway is if they've only got one picture of themselves, and it's a really nice, like, really good-looking girl, oh, I immediately start Google searching, because I'm going, thanks, but this is a little too good to be true. And I've actually caught a few people that way. I've reported them to the service. And so, it's, I don't know, it's been interesting. I don't know why I take such perverse joy in that. I guess just because I want to do it the right way. You know, I actually want to find somebody who wants to be with me and I want to be with them and all that good stuff. And I guess it just gets my goat that that people are going to try to use it to just pretend or try to catfish people into thinking, oh, well, I'm going to pretty girl, and then have this as a line in Ready Player One, the movie puts it. He's going to be a 300-pound guy who lives in his parents' basement in Detroit, Michigan, and his name is Chuck. You know, I don't want that to happen. Oy, oy. I don't want that to happen for me, and I don't want that to happen for anybody else either. Ugh. God. This world is too big and too good for, well, in some senses at least, for that sort of thing to happen. Speaking of Ready Player One, I don't remember if I mentioned that I got to see the movie. I actually got to see 3 movies in pretty quick order last week. Because I had some free time. I got to see Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Pacific Rim Uprising, and Ready Player One. And I liked all of them. All of them were pretty good, and I have no food, except for that winter root. Oh, well. Bottoms up, I guess. So, I got to see all 3 of them, and I liked them all. They were all pretty good movies. I don't know necessarily... I guess one thing I will say is I think of the 3, I probably liked Ant-Man and the Wasp the best. Because I think it's the best movie overall. I mean, and it's a Marvel movie, so of course it's going to be good. Ooh, I got a crystal fruit. Wow. I can make some really good jelly out of that. So I think I like that movie the best out of the 3. And thank you, Ruby. I'm glad I cracked that rock. I knew it looked a little unusual. Oh, speaking of, my gosh, I'm gonna... Oh dear. I might have to eat one of my apples if I want it. Oh, never mind. It's midnight. Never mind. Let's just get out of here. If I find the exit in the next few rocks, great. If not, GTFO. Yep, GTFO. Okay, so I liked all of them. And I liked, like I said, I liked Ant-Man and the Wasp the best. Pacific Rim Uprising was pretty good, although it wasn't... I mean, I don't think the original Pacific Rim was great either. I think it was good. And I liked some of the... well, I don't know. Maybe this is because I watched it on my new, really, really nice TV. But it seemed like Pacific Rim's graphics were a lot better this time, or with some of the stuff that they did with the CGI and things like that, I think were better this time than they were in the original movie. Also, I need to put that in Community Center. As for Ready Player One, a friend of mine had actually mentioned, and I ended up finding myself agreeing pretty much wholeheartedly with his assessment, that Ready Player One was a good movie, but it wasn't very faithful to the book, and that I think is pretty spot on. It was... I liked the movie. And to some degree, it was loyal to the concept of, hey, it's an big online world, and everybody's trying to find the treasure that will give access to it and give a bajillion dollars, and so on and so forth. So it did maintain that to a fair degree, but I think Spielberg, and Steven Spielberg's the one who directed it, I think he kind of did it a little bit of a disservice by not staying more loyal to the book. I can kind of understand why he did, though, because the book is very much written for nerds like me, because it is talking about what it's like to be inside the world of this huge MMO game. And I think Spielberg felt that if he portrayed that accurately, that it would turn a lot of audiences off. And I think it's kind of a shame, because I don't think it would have. But then again, I don't know, that's just me. Anyway, that'll do it for today, I think. Tomorrow, again, well, I think tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm likely going to go into the Calico Mines because I want to see if I can get more iridium to make that iridium ring. And heck, maybe we'll have some really great luck and get ourselves a prismatic shard. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it as always. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.